Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to talk to you guys all about my labor and delivery experience. I had a very positive labor and delivery experience and I wanted to share that with you in case you're nervous. So I wanted to tell you guys all about my story. So let's take it back to week 37. That's when I officially became full term. I've been eating dates, drinking red raspberry leaf tea twice a day, and I am on the ball and I'm going on walks. So let's see what helps start this labor. Wish me luck. I'm currently 37 weeks, 37 days, or 37 weeks and a few days. So yeah, I will let you know if any or all of this concoction works all together. And my doctor's appointments started happening every week. At week 37, my doctor checked me and I was officially 1 centimeter dilated, 60% effaced. So my doctor said that he wanted to give me the best chance for me to go into labor on my own. So he said, I am going to induce you if you go past your due date at weeks 41 in 1 day. And at first I was super bummed because at that point, I was just so exhausted. I was mad and of course, I start Googling things and, why it's okay to go past your due date, why it's not okay to go past your due date, the risks, the benefits, and just all these things. And I started to freak out. But his timing, God's timing was perfect. I mean, I was like, okay. I even asked him, is there any way that I can get induced at some point during week 40? And he's like, we can check, but the hospital's super busy right now. So they checked and there was no rooms available for during week 40. So I thought, all right, fine. You know what, whatever. So weeks 38 came and went, no progress. Week 39 came and went, no progress. And when I started week 37, I started doing everything I could to induce labor, such as drinking red raspberry leaf tea, eating dates, walking, intercourse, spicy food, which I already eat spicy food in general, so I feel like that did nothing. But I tried to do everything I could. And I would sit on the bouncing ball for like hours. And yeah, so then at week 40, same, no progress. Now, every Sunday is when I would start my new week. And on the Friday of week 40, I went curb walking. And I genuinely think that that is what did it. I had never done it before. But then again, maybe it could have been just my body, naturally progressing. But I went curb walking on a Friday for like an hour. And then Saturday morning, I woke up and I started losing the mucus plug. And then I started getting contractions. They would happen like once every 2 to 3 hours. So it was still nothing that would send me to the hospital. So Saturday, I just went about my normal day. And then Sunday, I started losing more mucus plug. Hi guys, today is Sunday, December 5th. And I am continuing to lose. I think my mucus plug is still coming out. Sorry for the TMI, but I'm trying to keep it real here. My contractions have been getting a lot more consistent, but still not strong enough and still very far in between that I don't have to go to the hospital. They're roughly 20 minutes apart, lasting about 30 seconds. And yeah, regardless, tomorrow I am making my way to the hospital for induction. Whether that is needed or not, I don't know, we will see, but hopefully, whatever the case may be, as long as this little girl comes into this world healthy, safe and sound. We've been taking it easy. We've just been staying at home. I'm like scared to go anywhere. So I will catch you guys on the flip side. The contractions started coming in a little bit closer, but still nothing, that would send me to the hospital. We downloaded an app that timed your contractions. So every time I would get a contraction, I would tell my husband and he would put it into the app and, I would tell him, keep timing your contractions. So Sunday, we walked around a lot at Costco and continued on our normal day. So we went to bed, normal as usual. And then at like 2, 3 in the morning, the contractions started coming in a little closer together, but again, still nothing that would send me to the hospital. And we even came downstairs to sleep because I told my husband, maybe it's our bed, I can't sleep, and these contractions aren't helping. So we came downstairs and I didn't sleep at all. I literally was running on 0 sleep. And we kept timing the contractions. And on the app, when they're closer together, it says right there, get ready, pack your bags, you should head to the hospital soon. And we went when they were 7 to 10 minutes apart, lasting 30 seconds. So it was like 6 in the morning. I told my husband, you know what? I can't take this pain anymore. Let's go.
Should I bring this down?
Yeah, bring the car seat down.
Your water too?
No, I'm gonna leave it. So it's 6 in the morning and I haven't slept at all. My contractions are coming like 7 to 10 minutes. And it says 5 to 7, but we're gonna get going because I'm in so much pain. And I literally feel like a walking zombie. I haven't slept at all. I mean, at all. So we are on our way to the hospital. All right, we're on our way. Any last words?
Huh?
Any last words?
Any last words? See you on the other side?
All right. Now, mind you, on Monday, I was already supposed to get induced, but I was supposed to get induced till 10 p.m. at night. So we went in at 6 in the morning, got to the hospital, and I told them that I was supposed to get induced tonight, but I was already getting the contractions. And they checked me into triage, and they saw that I was 3 centimeters dilated at that point. And they said, we'll call your doctor and see what he wants. He's like, we might send you home because we don't have enough rooms, or we'll see if they keep you. And I was praying that they would keep me, but luckily they did. And the nurse even told me, she's like, if you were scheduled to get induced tonight, you probably would have gotten it switched to another day because we're so busy. She's like, I don't know why all of a sudden everyone is going into labor. I was like, oh my goodness. So then once they officially let me stay, they took me into the labor and delivery room. And they hooked me onto the Pitocin, which would induce my labor. And they only put a little bit, I believe, because I was already having contractions, but the Pitocin increased then the contractions, the pain. And I was doing my best I was trying to see how far I can go without the epidural. So I just laid there and the Pitocin made the contractions come in stronger and a lot more frequent. Once I got to 5 centimeters, I was like, okay, I can't take this pain anymore. So I called the nurse and I was like, all right, give me the epidural now. Which is funny because my mom was like, you should have, if we would have known how long it was going to take for you to get the epidural, we could have asked them an hour ago, because it took about an hour for the anesthesiologist to come in and administer the epidural. So he finally came in, administered the epidural, and it only numbed my right side. And I told the nurse, I was like, I still feel a lot of pain on my left. So she had me lay on my side, and that helped kind of distribute the entire medication throughout my body. And I laid there and I didn't feel anything anymore. So I got that epidural a few hours ago, and it was only kicking in more on my right, not on my left. So they had me turn to my left so that it can kind of distribute, and that has helped so much. I have not felt a contraction whatsoever. So yay for drugs. No, yay for modern medicine. All right, hurry up, Violet. They did break my water, and they said I was 5 centimeters dilated. So right now it is 3:03, and the doctor predicted around 5:17 she'd be here. So, oh crap, that's like 2 hours away. And the epidural does give me the shakes, so I'm like very, very shaky. But all able to take a nap, and they broke my water around 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So mind you, I got to the hospital at 6 in the morning. Come 1 o'clock in the afternoon, they break my water. And when the doctor breaks my water, he's like, I think you're gonna have the baby at 5:13. He's very, very precise on numbers, and he was very precise. So from there, I was like, oh my goodness, like this is real. This is gonna happen today. I just continued to lay there, and they checked me around 3 o'clock, and the nurse was like, you're 8 centimeters dilated. I was like, oh my goodness. So then she came in at around 4:30, and she said, you're 9 centimeters dilated. We're gonna get everything together. I'm gonna show you how to push. She told me how I was supposed to push, and they started getting everything. They had like this huge light so that the doctor can see, you know, through the birth canal. The nurse came, the one that was going to clean the baby and all that stuff. And yeah, so we were all prepared. And the doctor comes in and he's like, all right, I just watched a TikTok video on how to deliver a baby, so let's do this. And luckily I wasn't in pain. Otherwise I would have been like, shut up or something. I probably wouldn't have found that funny. So then I started pushing at 5:13. So his timing was a little off. I started pushing, but I would just silently push. I kept pushing and pushing. And at some point I was getting scared because I'm like, I don't think I can do this. Like, this is hard. They were like, you're almost there. You're almost there. Just keep pushing. And the nurse was like, do you want to feel her head? And I was like, no. And she's like, you should feel her head. Like, you could see how close she is. And I was like, okay. So I feel her head, and I was like, oh my goodness. She's like, do you want a mirror? I was like, no, I don't want to see anything. So then at some point I thought, in the movies, they always scream when they push. So I'm gonna do that. So then I started screaming when I would push, and it only took 2 pushes to push her out. The first push of me screaming, her head came out. And then they were like, all right, last one, you're almost there. And even the doctor's like, ease up. But I didn't comprehend at the time. So I just started pushing really hard and screaming, and boom, she was out. And she didn't cry right away, which at the moment, I didn't even think like, why is she not crying? But now that I think back, I'm like, I'm glad I didn't freak out, because again, she didn't cry when she came out. And then I guess once they like started suctioning all of the mucus and all that stuff out of her mouth and nose is when she started crying. I was like, oh my goodness. So right away they clean her up. My husband cuts the umbilical cord and we do skin to skin. So officially she was out at 5:35.
Let's go, hard, go, 1, 2,
Right there?
hard,
Yeah.
3,
Okay. And stick it all the way in, right?
5,
It's going in.
6,
All right, first loop around shot.
It's all over.
9, 10. Big breath, harder this time. Come right back at it. Come right back at it. Let's go, more. Long and strong. Go, 1. Good, 2. That's it.
Yeah, I'm about to check it right now. I think it's negative.
Yeah?
Yeah, I just want to.
Keep going. That's it.
8, 9,
Frustrated.
10. Big breath, come right back at it. Real quick. Big breath.
Stay focused on. Let's get that
Let's
third
go,
one in
deep breath.
there.
Let's go. Go, 1. That's it. 2, 3,
Keep going.
4.
I can't take this medication. It's literally making me go crazy. I've been let down so many times, and this is why it hasn't been easy. I'm always let down, so I'm going to take this sucker and
Push again, hon. There. Ease up.
Oh my God. 5:35. That's our baby girl. What a beautiful girl.
Ready for me to clamp?
Yeah, you're at 50 seconds. We're gonna roll her this time, Mama. You know,
Congratulations.
it could be like somebody else I know. Move that leg, sweet girl.
Beautiful. I know how long you waited for this beauty queen. Happy birthday, Violet.
But yeah, that was it. She came out, and thank God there was no issues with her or me. I did get 2nd-degree tear, but I healed just fine, and I didn't feel anything at the time when I had her, and I didn't feel anything afterwards, so it wasn't too bad. Yeah, that was it. It was a super easy labor and delivery, thank God, and I had a really positive experience. And my baby girl is officially a month and a half now. I've healed just fine, and yeah, I hope that you found my video somewhat, and I hope you found my video useful. I hope it gives you comfort in knowing that there are very positive labor and delivery experiences out there. So I wanted to share mine with you guys, and I will see you guys all in my next